Good morning and welcome to an eventing vlog. Finally an eventing vlog. I am super excited. I'm going to Crown Farm with the Cotswold Cup to do their 70. We have got late-ish times. I think we go cross country at like 5:15, which has meant that we can plat with all the other horses in, which makes her a lot calmer. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. I have got like no real hopes or like no real like pressure, I guess is the word I'm looking for today, because it's obviously the first one of the season. We've had one dressage lesson in the last 5 months, so I'm not expecting dressage to be good. I am just going with an aim. I mean, double clear would be incredible, but just clear cross country I'd be happy with. We are off in the horse box, but annoyingly mine isn't quite here. It's literally going to arrive in like 2 days, and then obviously I'm in badminton, so I'm going to pick it up either the end of next week or the week after, but it is arriving hopefully in 2 days. But just because of the bank holidays and things, it's just taken an extra couple of days to get here. However, they have very kindly let me borrow one of the other boxes, and Tash, one of the owners who owns the company, has very kindly said that she will come and she will drive, which is just lovely. It means that I can be passenger princess, which is also really good because my boyfriend James is coming, and he just isn't really horsey. Like, he is, but he's competent because he's been around horses for years, but he's not confident. So I was a bit like, oh my god, what am I going to do when I go and walk the course, because I'm going to have to leave her with somebody, but now I can leave her with Tash, which is just brilliant. So I will get her all plaited, and then I think I'm doing okay for time. I think it's like 10:15 and I want to leave at 11:30, so I just need to finish plaiting her, and then I need to go and pack. We'll get the lorry like packed, and then we'll be on the road. Right, we have arrived, guys, with good time, although I've done like a list of everything that I need to do for my notes, and I didn't write down studying. I didn't give time to stud, but it's fine. We've got loads of time
as well.
Good girl. Can I have your leg?
She says, no, I'm busy
I've got
eating,
new
Mum.
studs. I didn't think about that because we already picked out her feet. Hang on, let me go and get a hoof pick. She's stood in all the poo in the lorry.
This wasn't on the instructions when I did her feet.
Right, we've studded. I am changed, as you can see. Alfie's just having a little graze before we then give her a little... Apparently you can't hear me, my cameraman tells me. So I'll tell her that again. We have arrived. You already know that. I'm dressed. I'm stressed. Dressed and stressed. Have you got a spare hair bubble?
Yeah.
I'm really nervous. I don't know why. It's just the dressage. Once I'm over the dressage, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, because you haven't got to remember anything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've got to remember a whole course, but it's not as difficult. That's not working. Wishing we were somewhere else instead. I love having the box. The fact that I've got no shoes on right now is just quite nice.
Yeah, the fact that it was all clean for you as well. You didn't have to do it yourself.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's lovely.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Oh, you can't hear me. Thanks, Chris. Good girl.
Just ponies hacking.
Look, why is the horses hacking here? This is weird. She's settled. That's a no.
Yeah, I'd say that's a no. It's just guys. Guys.
She says, guys, we just get on now, please.
She says, hurry up, Mum.
She says, hurry up, Mum. Right, okay, oh gosh. Tash, you wanted to get on, right?
Can't hear you.
You wanted to get on, yeah?
No.
Is that what you said?
She might be small, but this is.
Is she? Okay, right. Guys, I think I'll see you in a sec, because I just need to tack up. Right, note this up. I need to get a step. Because
Oh, don't ask me to leg up.
Oh, don't ask Tash to give me a leg up.
1, 2, 3.
I said
two,
on
two.
3, and every time she went on 2, and then I wasn't
Just
going.
gone on 2
And
then.
then Affie was just going. Tash fell over. I nearly fell over because Affie's just not standing still. So blessed lady came over and was like, she had a dog. She was like, do you want me to help? I was like, she might trample your dog. So she went and got rid of her dog and came back. I was like, right, come on, let's get you on.
We should have just gone on 2.
I know, I just couldn't, my brain just wasn't working.
Clearly not as was mine.
Clearly not. You're okay. She feels fine, but she's just quite like, she struggled, it's hard to hold, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think she's like, now that she's moving.
She feels better.
Just wanted to get going, didn't
but I
she?
just feel quite tense.
Well, she doesn't look tense.
No, she doesn't feel it. Yeah, let's go and watch.
So she doesn't feel it. You don't need to be tense. Don't me
Good
to
girl.
tuck your
God,
girth
it's so
straps
windy. You know you've got no friends here, right? She's like, wait, what? What do you mean I've got no friends?
I might find one if I
All
can
these
point
people are my
shouting at
friends.
them.
Sorry, just very quickly interrupting this bit of the video to say that I'm sat here editing with my little puppy, and I don't know where, I don't know how, but it's been like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and somehow I have lost the dressage footage. I'm not 100% I've had it because I haven't ever looked at the test back. I haven't ever looked at it. Not that I want to look at it because it was absolutely awful. But there's not even any of the warm-up. So, and they definitely were filming. So I don't know where that is gone. So I'm just interrupting to say, unfortunately, there is no footage of the dressage, which is annoying because I think it would have helped you to see what was going on. She basically cantered in one of her trots, tried to canter in the other trot. She jogged in her walk. She was just incredibly tense. She was fine in the warm-up. She warmed up really nicely. And then I think I went tense, she went tense, and we just went down the centre line. And the centre line was okay, and then it just fell apart from there. So I am going to add in my test sheet results so you can see that. But unfortunately, there is no footage. I am really sorry.
So we're a little bit speedy, a little bit whizzy, a little bit fresh. And once I'd cantered, she then just was like, canter now, canter now, canter now. She broke into canter down the one end. She tried to break into canter at the other end. And the first canter, I don't know why, but the whole time I wasn't riding it because I was like, am I on the wrong leg? I don't know why I thought that. I think because she was so wobbly and balanced, it felt like I was on the wrong leg. Yes, very keen. So anyway, we got I was like, I'm not going to be able to stop this. Like, I'm not going to be able to calm her down now. So I just laughed and embraced it. And I got to the end and I thanked the judge and I laughed and she laughed. But we're not here for the dressage. We knew the dressage would be shocking. We're here for the jumping and to get round cross country. So, fun fact, I haven't, no, you can't change your score prediction. We did a whole day prediction in the lorry on the way here. And Tash now wants to change it because hers was like 33. I think mine was 36, and even that's incredibly generous now looking at the test. I've seen better. Oh, she warmed up so nicely, but I did say to you, didn't I, that as soon as I pick up my canter, she was just getting so, I cantered her in the warm-up, and then I had to just trot her for ages, like long and low, because she was just like whizzy, like, can we canter now, can we canter now? Fun fact, I actually haven't gone clear cross country. The last 2 events that I went to last year, at the end of last year, I had like
missed that out when we were doing the predictions as well.
I had 2 stops at Dauncey and then 1 stop at the Cotswold Cup. Remember the last one, the Buck? I was angry at myself for that. I had a stop at the very last. I was going so well, and then I didn't ride it, and I just
was that your last event? Of
yeah,
the
last event of the season. I
Yeah.
just sat there. So that's our aim today. Is just to go clear. I mean, double clear would be incredible, but just clear is fine. I'm not even going to bother looking at the scores, I don't think. Right, let's get back to the box. Okay, so I'm just going to show you bits of the course. This is probably our first question, although we only started at fence 9. So you come like through these woods, and then that's like quite skinny, and then you go up the mound and you can't see. So you go up, down, and then so you can try and stay right. I hope you can hear me. And then that is B. Might not be able to hear me, but we bought the course. Looks okay. It's a bit big, but it's fine. Ground's really good. And we've done it in like 19 minutes. Just see my dressage score. Ready? Tash. Yeah. My dressage score. 44.8. I'm last. No.
Stop.
I knew it would be bad. It deserves a 44.8 to be fair.
Oh my God. I was so far off.
You
You
were
told me they were generous.
Yeah, imagine if I did that in an actual dressage, like a VD,
Yeah,
I would get
like
I would get like higher than
58 maybe. Wait, what's the other way around? 44. 56.
6. Yeah.
56.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you'd get like 56 PD.
I don't know. Anyway, at least that's taken the pressure off everything. Although there was no pressure anyway, was there? I've had one
Yeah,
dressage
that's
lesson since like December. So
Yeah, you're not gonna like
and she was
subconsciously
so fresh.
think,
Like
oh,
you're always gonna be a bit like that for the first test. Whoopsies.
maybe you should get out to some dressage.
Maybe I should get out to some dressage. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, at least she's more chill now. We're just
Yeah,
hanging
she could
around.
probably do a nice dressage test now.
Yeah, she probably could. Should I go and ask them if I can redo it? I don't want to redo it. Just watch because you're quite close to that door and I don't want you to smack your head. Right. Does anyone want some food?
No one last spoke to you guys, but I told them about the dressage score, didn't I? It's fine. It is what it is. I think it was deserved. I'm just getting changed very leisurely because we've got loads of time. Because I don't know why I thought that I needed to run the course, so we ran the cross country, and we definitely didn't need to. James is going to get some food for himself because we think that might be shut when we get back. And Alf's is just having a little graze, and we're just getting ourselves ready. I need to put my stock on, don't I? To go. I feel okay about the show jumping. It's the cross country that I'm feeling a bit. But it'll be fine. The first couple of fences are nice, so it'll get me into it. And I just need to remember to ride every fence. Like, just don't sit there like a lemon, because they are a little bit bigger. And there's like that one, the mound that I showed you. I then started running and didn't show you anything else, sorry. But the mound that I showed you. And then there's another couple that are a little bit, just like a bit bigger. I'm like, oh, that's a bit big. But it'll be fine. That we will be fine as long as we actually ride. Like, don't just sit there like a lemon. So let's go and have a comeback rather than start as we mean to go on with the dressage. We're gonna have a little double clear. Don't mind about the time, to make up for our awful dressage. I think in this case I need to find someone to choke me on because oh no, I haven't changed my bit. Well done. I need to find someone to choke me on because as we established, Tash isn't that good at leg ups, and I am also not very good at having leg ups. So the two of us together. Pizza? What pizza did you get?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Oh, that looks really good. Oh my god, can I show the camera? Hang on. How good does that pizza look? Oh, I'm jealous. Did you ask what time they're open till? Okay, I'm just going to have some of that then, if that's okay.
So.
Did you ask for olives to be put on it?
Yeah.
Slightly weird, but okay.
You just lost your rights to my pizza.
Right, no pizza for me then. Okay, no pizza. What else was over there? I forgot that they do, the pizza apparently is amazing with the Cotswold Cup. I've never tried it, I don't think.
They've got a man doing burgers, I think, but his chip thing isn't working.
Oh, no chips.
And there's a person doing crepes.
Crepes. Pizza is where I'd like to be at. Sorry, Chris. I got pizza in the box. Right, bye.
we are back. From a successful cross country. From not a successful cross country. Oh, guys. She was so spooky, and she was just spooking. Like, I think the first stop we had, I think she was spooking at the camera lady. She had like a massive coat on because it was so cold.
She was bright yellow as well.
And she was like down like this, ready to get the angle, and she was just being really spooky. Spooked at that. Honestly, like almost fell on the jump because it was like stopped last minute. Then came around again, wouldn't jump it. Came around again and jumped it. She didn't look like she was going to, but she did. And then slams the brakes on to go into the woods because obviously so spooky. I nearly came off at that point because I was just not expecting it. We then trot up the woods and I'm like, come on, let's go. And she's just going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's like fences in there that like are stored on the right hand side. She was just spooking at all of that. Came round, trotted over the one before the water, into the water, and then the one after that, which I think is fence like 7. It was honestly like it was tiny.
Did
it
you
was
stop
fine.
at that?
She stopped at that, brought her round to the blue, which is the only one I was scared of. Didn't stop at that, went for it. I was like, okay, brilliant. Then it was a nice log. I was like, right, come on, forward canter, let's go, we've got this, we're going back downhill, let's go. And she was like, no, she just slammed the brakes on. I think she just got, I don't know, into her head or don't know. Anyway, then when we came off course, she wouldn't go like down, there was flags, and she just kept like spinning. So then had to go all the way around, and then there's like a bit of wire on the floor, so they had a bit of like rubber over it, just like so that horses don't get their feet stuck. And I was like, come on, let's go. And she just like did a mini rear and span and was like, no, I'm not going over that. Thankfully, a very lovely follower who helped us down had seen that we'd had problems. She was just before us, so she came down and picked us up and was like, come on, let's walk you back together. So we walked back together, and she walked back fine. Jumped really nicely in the warm-up, and I don't think I've got any videos of that, but she jumped really nicely in the warm-up. And I thought, oh, we've got this. We were very speedy. I was a little bit concerned about brakes, and they were all joking in the warm-up, being like, oh, we're all just going to follow you, Hannah. Like there was like 4 people in front of me, and they were like, oh, just pick us up as you go past because you'll be far too fast, and pick us up and take us with you. So they were all like joking, and then yeah, she was like, yeah, no. But anyway, she's back, we're safe, we're sound. We are going to go and have some Simon lessons, and she is just having a well-deserved mash, and I'm just going to equionise her legs, just bandage them because it is quite hard. It's got good breast coverage, sorry, but always better to prevent. So I'm just wrapping them. They're really, really easy. They're actually reusable. Just take them out, and then I've had these since last year. I actually washed them ready for this season. Take them out. You know that you've seen them before. Put them in, and then they stay on for 20 minutes. Take them off, roll them back up, put them back in here, and then I've got some liquid that I just tip into these, seal them off, ready for the next event. You don't have to worry about like putting them into the freezer and stuff, and thinking, oh, have I frozen them? Have I got this? Have I got that? I've got the ice pack. So I've done this the wrong way, but it's only on for 20 minutes. So yeah. Oh God. We are going to maybe go and see if there's any food left, or maybe just get some food on the way home.
I don't mind.
It's up to you guys. I'm easy. Easy, easy, easy.
How did that food get on me from there? That lady did say that people in the 80 were finding it spooky.
Yeah, we're finding it really spooky. It was really spooky, but she's not really a spooky horse.
Yeah.
But I think she just wasn't giving herself enough time to look at it.
Yeah, she didn't look like she was going to stop at
No.
that fence.
No.
And then it was literally as she got to it, she was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Never mind.
But you're in one piece, you didn't fall off.
Exactly, I didn't
nothing
fall
bad
off.
happened.
I'd have been very annoyed at myself if I fell off into that woods.
Yeah, considering it wasn't even a jump.
Because it wasn't even a jump, I'd have been so... But that would have just been typical Hannah and Af, like, just spooking into the woods.
Fell off between jumps.
Right, we'll see you in a sec.
Right, we are back in the lorry. James, bless him, is fast asleep next to me. On our way home, Affie is safe and sound. She's eating. Just like, I think hasn't been out. Like,
Let's get back into the
yeah,
routine.
we've been out training with her, but we haven't actually taken her out eventing. Obviously, this is first event season. Been out cross country schooling once, and it didn't really go that well. Wasn't very like confident giving. So I think my plan is to go and see Simon, get some cross country in there, get some dressage in, and then enter Barbary 70 is my plan, because
yeah, we were just a little bit wild. I'm feeling fine about it because I think it's an easy fix. It's that she was spooking at things and she wasn't concentrating. And like fence 3, I think it was like the biggest jump on course. Like, it was quite beefy. So he was uphill as well. So the fact that she went straight into the water, I don't think it was the fences. I think that she was just spooking. She was just being really spooky. And it was like 5:15, so the light was just like shadowing on everything. It was quite windy, and I think she was just a bit like, oh, I don't really know. But anyway, we are on our way home. We'll get home about 8:30, 8:45. Quickly unload everything. Look at her smiling. So happy with myself. Yeah, get her home, get her out in the field, and yeah, regroup and try again another day. Onwards and upwards. You can only go up from here. Onwards and upwards. It's fine. It didn't feel like when I went cross country schooling at camp last year, it just felt really like she was down tooling and really like, I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to get her over fence again. Didn't feel like that today. It just felt like she just wasn't concentrating. She just wasn't there. She was just like buzzy. Yeah, she's not spooky though, but she was just, I think her blood was just up and she was just on edge. So I feel positive about it. I feel like we can fix this. It's the start of the season. We've got this.
Yeah, you have.
Also has made me feel a little bit better because with the riding club I was going to do the 80 at Broad